Good morning, YouTube. It is September 11th, I think, or the 10th. I'm pretty sure it's the 11th, it's Saturday. And it's like 10 a.m. Woke up like an hour and a half ago, laid in bed, and then I was just naturally thinking about food. So, since I think if you watched my last video, you will know that I am now, as of today, 2 weeks minus 1 day, aka 13 days out from competition. I'm super excited. I have not competed in since May, which is a really long time, I think. But I'm super excited for that. In my last video, I talked about how I was starting to cut weight, and I weighed 55 at the time, and over the past week, my weight has actually fluctuated, which is kind of weird, but it went from like 55 to 54.7 to 53.9, back to 54, so now I'm like somewhere in the 54s, which is like totally okay with me. I don't really want to lose any more weight before then, so I'm probably just going to do another water cut a little differently than I did last time, because last time I did meet, I wasn't drinking as much water daily than I am for this meet, or like for the past couple months. So basically I'm just going to double my water intake, and then I am, like a couple days out, cut it down, blah blah, day before, don't really drink any water, if any at all, and then lift. I lift. The great thing is I weigh in at 9 a.m. Friday, and then I lift at 11, so I don't really have that much time between when I wake up and I weigh in, so it leaves a lot of time for me to really like focus, besides like having the whole day to think about blah blah blah, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited about that. Some diet modifications I'm making are that I have cut out fried foods from my diet. Not that I really ate like a lot of fried food before, but I would occasionally like have some fries and some pizza, obviously. You guys have seen me eat pizza before. But this week I made some chicken on the stove. I went to the co-op. We didn't have a co-op in my hometown, or like in Milwaukee, I guess, like not that I knew of. So I was really sad to be co-op-less this summer. But reunited with the co-op. The co-op is just like a natural grocery store, community involvement, that kind of stuff. And it has a lot of like organic, locally grown vegetables and meat. So I bought some chicken, got some vegetables. I've just been like making stir fries because that's the easiest way for me to eat vegetables. Obviously I know that some of the micronutrients leave the vegetables the more they're cooked. So whenever I cook my vegetables, I know that for me it tastes better when they're squishy, but the nutrients stay in longer, like the closer to raw the vegetables are, so that's kind of just how I'm eating my vegetables. I mean, it kind of sucks sometimes, not gonna lie, but in the long run, it'll be beneficial. So that's what I'm doing. I woke up this morning really craving bread, and so I'm gonna go buy some bread, and probably eat it with some peanut butter. I'm gonna eat 2 slices of the bread that I used to eat like in last winter. Is like the Sara Lee like 40 calorie sliced bread, which is okay, I guess. It's like not the best bread, but whatever. Oh, I wanted to touch on a topic. Okay, so you know how, also, thank you for 500 subscribers on YouTube. I'm super excited for that. I never knew that 500 people would want to subscribe to me and listen to me babble and talk about my training, which is really exciting. Thank you guys so much. I'm really, 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 really happy. And also, if you follow me on Instagram, shameless plug, you'll know that I PR'd my snatch and clean and jerk last weekend. And it's seriously been so long since I PR'd my snatch or clean and jerk. It's just like, wow. Well, I guess I haven't really tried all summer to PR, but we've just been in this phase of intrinsically trying to get stronger and like more in shape and more consistent, I would say. So I hit 59 snatch, 71 clean and jerk, which brings my training total now greater than my competition total, which I don't like, but that's okay. Hopefully it'll change soon. I'm supposed to be going, my last heavy day before meet day is Monday. I just had a heavy day yesterday. I took some clips, so I'll insert them here. that. But I really wanted to talk about the difference. I don't know if some of you know. Some of you probably do know if you weightlift or do powerlifting or any other strength sports that involve weight classes that are not wrestling. Okay, so I see a lot of girls on YouTube and they are like bodybuilders and like bikini competitors, and they obviously always have these cutting series where I wouldn't call it cutting. They're literally dieting for months at a time. But dieting series where they deplete their nutrients all to like look better on competition day, which at first glance, if you don't know any better, you'll probably think that, oh yeah, Jim's getting weight and it's the same thing as a bodybuilding competition, but in reality, it is definitely not. The only, I guess, similarity or conclusion you could draw is that we're both losing weight. But for weightlifting meets, it is ideal, or I don't know, preferred, I guess, that you train like 2 to 3 kilos above your competition weight. So for me, that's 55, and I seriously feel great lifting. Sorry, I'm really bad at weightlifting, but training at 55, and if 55 is a weight class, I would take it, but it's not. So I guess my main takeaway from this is that weightlifting is totally different than bikini competitions. Weightlifting is a sport and it's very anaerobic, meaning that you have to obviously lift the most amount of weight at the body weight that you, or like the body weight parameters that are set. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that if I were trying to diet, or were to try to diet like a bikini competitor in attempts to cut weight for this meet, I definitely would not be able to lift as much. I would not have enough energy. I have heard, I'm not saying that all the bikini competitors do this, but I've heard of girls who completely cut out carbs. They're so low, like a week, 2-3 weeks out from their like bikini competitions, that they're eating like sub-maximal levels or caloric intake, and it's just like 1,000 calories, 1,500 calories, and it's all just like empty calories and things that, like, for their meets or competitions, they necessarily don't need to perform the best. They just need to look good. Like, and the thing is, I think I've heard that bikini competitors are judged, or like bodybuilders are judged like based on how dry they look. And I do not want to be dry at all. Like, I want to be really, really plump with water, let me tell you. So, and that's just not really something I'm looking for. And another thing that I think people neglect in the fitness realm of YouTube is that they will totally neglect micronutrients. And micronutrients play a huge part in athletic performance. Like, I'm not talking macros like fats, proteins, and carbs. Micronutrients, I'm talking like vitamins. Like, you gotta eat your vegetables. All the girls that I see really on YouTube that are like in the like bodybuilding thing, again, I don't want to stereotype at all, but they kind of just eat like chemical farm things. Like the Walden Farms like syrup is disgusting, and I always see like Quest bars on there. Like, don't get me wrong, like I'm sure the Quest bars are really good, but it's just kind of like those things are made in a lab. Like, those are artificial macronutrients that you're supposedly hitting. And then like people, I guess, don't understand like processed things. Like, I try to limit my processed food intake as much as possible because it just doesn't like give me the performance that I need and want. And so people will always say like, oh, the macros on this are so good, the macros on that are so good, but they totally neglect the fact that the food that they're eating is fake and has been processed, made in a lab, and it's kind of really just gross to think about. Like, not that I'm trying to tell you guys to eat more natural, but I'm just saying, like, you have to look at those things too. Like, sure, the macronutrients of that like deli meat in the package just been sitting there for months is like good, it'll fit your macros, but really, like, that's just disgusting. I don't know. That's just my rant for the day. Eat more. Like, okay, I'm not even trying to say that I'm like the healthiest eater in the world, because I'm definitely not. And I do plan on eating a whole box of Debbie snacks after meet day, and a lot of cheesecake, and a lot of mac and cheese. But I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna preach about living healthy and you're going to have thousands and thousands of subscribers, then you should try to set a good example and like educate yourself on the micronutrient side, the ingredient list side, like the nutrition side of things, instead of just like, oh, this has 500 grams of protein and only 3 carbs, which is definitely not like scientifically possible, and I'm gonna eat it, and oh my gosh, you guys should eat it too. Like, it's just ridiculous to me. So, I don't know. That's just my rant. Let me know if you feel the same way, if you don't agree with me. Like, I would love to talk about it. But that's all for today. Oh, wait. I'll tell you guys what I'm getting at the grocery store. So, on my stuff to do list, I have bread, milk, eggs, the 3 essentials in life. Rope sausage, which is that sausage that you guys have seen me eat for breakfast before. It comes in like, it looks like a ring, and then I just like chop it up and put it in my eggs in the morning. And then, 4-pack of Chobani is on sale at this grocery store for $2.88 for 4, which is awesome because I really like Greek yogurt. It does not have that high of fats, and it has still like a little bit of carbs and a decent amount of protein. So I've been eating a lot of Greek yogurt to try to get those probiotics in my stomach, you know. And then spinach also for breakfast, and then coffee creamer because I just want some, you know. Bye! Thanks so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will be vlogging more next week. My volume decreases even more. I think last week my weekly volume was like 249 or something, and it goes down to like 225, which is kind of a big increase, kind of not really big increase, depending on where you are in your training cycle. But I guess more on that later. I'll update you guys next week. And see you later. Bye!